Alright, Shalom, we the Hebrew Israelites, and we come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. Alright, first I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and much love to the apostles, all the way down to the sincere Akim out there that's pushing his truth and sincerity and truth. Alright, I'm going to get right into it, alright, because right now we in the times where, you know, a lot of things are Esau is trying to hide a lot of things that he did, you know, like starting off with slavery, you know, they're trying to take that out of the history books now, you know. They're basically trying to build those lies up, you know. But that's why in Lamentations 4:21, it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom," which is who? These so-called white people, which are the Edomites, all right? They're saying rejoice because their time is short. And the fact that Esau know that his time is short, the devil that he is, he's trying to lie more, cover up the truth, and be more of a devil that he is, all right? But that's why we're out here to prophesy against this devil, all right, and against these wicked kingdoms, just like the ancient prophets did. This is 2nd Ezra 10:21. "For thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste, our altar is broken down, our temple destroyed." All right, because during the time when Jerusalem was besieged, all right, by the Romans, all right, in 70 AD, you know, they tried many attempts because they didn't conquer us when they first ran down on us. All right, if you watch the documentary or look up the history, they did many attempts. And one of the ways they got into us is that at nighttime, it was on history that they would take little nails and little hammers and knock the wall little by little by little. And eventually when the wall got weak, they put ladders up, you know, and they started attacking the arrow men on the top. Basically, you know, they did little sneaky shit, you know, to get into the land of Jerusalem, because we did have walls around Jerusalem, you know. Because you know, back then, you know, outside the city walls, it was a dangerous place. It was lawless outside of the walls. So we had the walls so that the women and children of our nation could be safe, the men, you know. So we wouldn't have to worry about intruders. Or if an intruder would come, we would have time enough to prepare for war. All right, but you know, Esau the devil, which were the ancient Romans, all right, those faggots came over there and they took down Jerusalem, all right, and predominantly it was the southern kingdom that was there, but you had mixes of the northern kingdom there with the southern kingdom, so we all got attacked by this so-called white man. It says, "Our sorcery is laid on the ground, our song is put to silence, our rejoicing is at an end." Yeah, we're not rejoicing no more. Now we're in a time of mourning, you know. If you go in the ghettos, you know, if you go in the ghettos and you go in poor neighborhoods where Jake is living, Jake is suffering, you know. You got a couple of bonehead. You got a couple of bonehead Jakes that's trying to pretend like they're not suffering, but we all know that you all are suffering, you know? Because, hey, man, this is hell, man. The Lord didn't put the nation of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, He didn't put us here to rejoice, or He didn't put us here to you know, be in a merry state. You know, He put us here for punishment. And we supposed to be in the time of mourning, but what are our people doing? They trying to chase the dollar, you know? And as you look around, you know, the so-called white man being in power, these other nations join heirs with him, and they're going to pay for it too, even though these other nations, they didn't have a hand in when we were taken down in Jerusalem, you know? But they did play a part when our people ran into West Africa and the Hamites gave us up, and the Arabs, I believe it was the Arabs that created the ships, you know? So they did play a hand in it, you know, and they're gonna pay for that, you know? Moab had us in slavery at once. I believe it was in 1 Kings, I believe it was the 2nd or 3rd chapter. But you know, they had us in slavery. They're gonna pay for that, you know? But it said, Our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our candlestick is put out. The ark of our covenant is spoiled. Our holy things are defiled. What is one of our holy things that's defiled? The land of Israel. You know, because you got them gutter rats in the land of Israel. You know, those Edomites that portray themselves to be the the official Jews, which they're not. All right, they're Karzites. And simply what they did, they had a choice to be Muslim or to convert to Judaism, and they chose Judaism. You know. And so they're not, and that's why they call themselves Jewish, because they know they're not the real Jews. All right, that's just like you're saying, oh well, this lady is blackish. It doesn't mean she's black. It means she's close to black, but she's not all the way. You know. So these gutter rats, you know, they played their part too. You know, like I believe what's his name? What was a gutter rat? Like that, like they like to big up Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, I was a devil, man. You know, he was a so-called Jew. You know, where does it say in the scriptures for you to wear all black all day? You know, they try to wear that because the scriptures, they know the scriptures pertain to us, meant people of color, and they don't have color, so they got to put on a black suit and tie to make them feel like they're black. But that doesn't make them black, so-called black, and that doesn't make them an Israelite. They're still Edomites. They're just Edomites with suits on, portraying to be the Israelites. But it says, our holy things defile, and the name that is called upon us is almost profane. Yes, profane, you know. The name of Israel, you know, because the word Israel simply means prince of the power. And right now, we're building ourselves up. You know, we're seeking for perfection. You know, we're seeking to deserve that name back. Right now, you know, we're suffering in America because of our wickedness, so we don't deserve that name Israel right now. You know, but we're fighting back for that status from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, that's part of us coming out here in season, you know, out of season, as the scriptures say. Because, you know, when Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, when Yahweh Shai, you know, spoke to Peter, and I believe it was John the 21st chapter, either John the 18th chapter, John the 21st chapter, he said, lovest thou me? And he said that 3 times. So that shows you the severity of it. You know? Because Yahweh Shai told him, feed my sheep. You know, and that's what we out here to do, is feed the sheep. To warn the people. To tell them the truth. A lot of our people don't even know that they're Israelites. And that's why we're worse off than we were in Egypt. Because in Egypt, we were Israelites. And in America, our people don't know they're Israelites. You know? And even you got some of our people that do know they're Israelites and they still bugged out, you know, because they teaching false doctrines, you know, or they not teaching the whole truth because they have the 501c3 charter, which the churches have, you know, which is basically like a tax exemption where they're not allowed to say certain things. But, you know, the brothers that come out here, you know, that's speaking the truth, you know. Those are the true brothers that speaking the truth, telling you about the RFID chip, about martial law, about the nuclear missiles that's going to hit America, all right? Because what the scriptures say, you shall know a man by his fruit, you know. That just like I made a video, you know, if you a commander-chief and you're a weak punk, what do you think your army's going to be? Your army's going to be a weak-ass army, you know. You mirror your men. Just like if you're a man and you have kids and you have a woman, your children and your woman mirrors you. You know, they give off your aura, off your spirit, because they're under your subjection. You know? But I'm going to keep reading. He says, our holy things are defiled, and the name that is called upon us is almost profane. Our children are put to shame. Yeah, and our children are put to shame. You know, when you see Israelites up here in New York, what are they doing? They dancing on the trains, you know, like fucking baboons and shit, you know, for a damn quarter or for a damn like on YouTube, you know? Or they're they're going dancing because see, our people, they love trying to become movie stars and shit. Why would you want to? Oh, you're getting paid a lot of money to entertain Esau. You're getting paid money to make movies that's showing what's gonna happen. So you're getting used, or you're making rap videos to spread wicked messages. You know, like Nicki Minaj, she spreads messages for women to be sluts and whores. Beyonce, Rihanna, that nasty slut. You know, you got niggas like Joe. You know, Joe the singer. You know, all he talks about is adultery. Aviant talks about adultery. Trey Songz. You know, so our children are put to shame. You know, and I show you that their parents won't shit. You know. But hey, that's what happens when you're in slavery and you have a devil ruling, all right? Because only a devil will let you do whatever you want, man. Somebody that loves you will chastise you, will make sure that you stand on a straight gate, like Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai does his sincere men, you know? But our children are put to shame. It said our priests are burnt, our Levites are gone into captivity. Yeah, the priests went into captivity, you know? The Levites, all the tribes went into captivity, ultimately, you know? It says, our virgins are defiled. Yeah, our women defiled. You know, our women, because our women like to sleep with these other nations, you know, predominantly Esau, you know? And I believe it was an article, Lord's will, I could probably bring it out in the video if I remember. The Spirit have it, I remember. But they were saying that Edomites seed is poisonous. You know, I believe I was reading something like that. But you know, when our women sleep with these other nations, predominantly Esau, they defile themselves. You know, because back then, if that would happen, we would kill our women. You know, because they're defiled. We're not gonna want to deal with them, because now they got a heathen spirit on them, an evil, wicked spirit. You know, but a lot of our people out here act evil and wicked. You know, it says children are put to shame, our priests are burnt, our Levites are gone into captivity, our virgins defiled, our wives ravished. Yeah, because during the time of slavery, you know, even when the Romans took us down in Jerusalem, trust and believe they were raping our women when they ran down on us, you know? Because hey, we had a quote-unquote rebellion. I forget the guy's name that was ahead of the rebellion of Jerusalem. I can't remember his name off top, but you know, it was a rebellion against the Romans. You know, Septimius Severus. You know, he led the rebellion of Jerusalem because he got tired of being oppressed by the Romans. Because the Romans always tried to bully us. You know, they tried to tax us. You know, they were taxing the shit out of people, and our people got tired. You know, so they fought back. But you know, eventually, you know, the Lord had it where, you know, we were overcame, you know. And here these devils go today, they're still ruling, you know. And as you can see, you know, what happens when Esau, the devil, moves, you got a bunch of feminist, faggot ass men walking around, you know, sluts walking around, you know. But yeah, the so-called white man, he did ravish the Israelite woman during slavery, you know. He still does it today. I believe it was a cop that got off from raping a nigger woman in Texas. There's many cases like that, you know. I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, a woman in New Jersey or New York where a cop had raped her and got away with it, you know. Because this is their kingdom, you know, so they can do shit like that. But as soon as we do something or we put our hands up somebody's skirt, oh, we get thrown under the jail. But I'll show you how wicked this place is. Our children are put to shame. What, Salah? Our wives ravished, our righteous men carried away. Yeah, because even the elect was carried away amongst the 2/3 of our people. You know, because the elect even went off. That's why we all in slavery. You know, the first fruits of Israel went off, man. You know, but Yahweh Shai died on the cross for the elect's sake. You know, he died on the cross for the elect's sake. You know, and for the 1/3. You know, because if he didn't die on that cross, man, we would be in hot water, man. You know, we would be in hot water. It said, all right, that's what our people don't understand, is that if Yahweh Shai didn't die on that cross, you know, Esau likes to spread that false message that he died for the world. But he said that I came only for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know, not for the whole world. I'm gonna get back to this. It says, our little ones destroyed, yeah, our kids all the way up to the adults are destroyed, you know? Because you have the so-called white man that's ruling, you know, so there's no order in society, you know? That's why these men walk around homosexuals, these women walk around, you know, sluts, you know, and they go through like 100 men, maybe 300 men before they find that right man. Because really a woman not supposed to choose who she gonna be with, you know? That's where the confusion starts.